So I guess this week turned out a little different than you planned at the beginning of it. What is this like for a UFC debut, media day, International Fight Week? I mean, this is pretty wild.
Oh, man, it's crazy. I think I'm in a dream right now. But at the same time, this is what I work for, and this is why I put in all the hard work. So at the same time, I'm excited too. But it's like, oh, man, it's like a dream.
Absolutely. How did it all come together? What was the sequence of events that came together for you?
Well, honestly, I was supposed to originally be on a Contender Series in August. And then a couple hours ago, I got a call saying that I have an opportunity to be on the main card fighting Bo Nichols. So I'm like, all right, let's go. I mean, you know, it couldn't get no better than that. I mean, I don't have to wait, you know what I'm saying, straight in, you know, into a debut fight versus one of the better guys, I guess, on the roster. So it's exciting.
I love it. Like you said, everybody's trying to get here, right? When you get the opportunity, you're not going to turn it down. But it is against Bo Nickal, right? This mythical figure of Bo Nickal. I mean, did you have any conversation about that? Like, is this the right opportunity, or could we just hang around and wait for Contender Series?
Oh, I didn't think twice about it. I was just like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Either way, I'm gonna have to, you know, get in and find somebody tough anyway. So why not do it now? You know.
You had a little bit of a layoff prior to this time, right? So what's been going on? Because it's, you know, this was a big opportunity for you, but there's been some time in between fights.
I wouldn't say it's a layoff because I was training still, but I wasn't signed at the time. You know, ever since I got signed, that's where we got the ball moving. So ever since I got signed, we got the ball moving. But I wouldn't consider it as a layoff. I would say more like preparation, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, training and then honing the skills, you know, as I go.
Last thing for me, coming into this, as you said, I mean, you're here. It's the dream, right? But how do you look at this? Is this a no-lose situation? Like, if it doesn't go your way, we just did what we could do? Or do you feel like, no, I got to go in there and do something?
No, I'm coming in to put on the show. Winning this fight is mandatory for me. There's no slack or nothing like that. This is not just a fight just because it's on short notice. I'm coming to fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to put on the show. I'm coming to utilize my opportunity and maximize it to the fullest.
Over here. We've heard from, like, in the past, fighters that have taken these short notice fights that sometimes it's a blessing in disguise for them because they don't dwell on it for like months and weeks at a time, especially ahead of their UFC debut. I'm curious what camp you fall in. Like, would you have preferred, like, I'm sure you would have preferred a full camp, but in terms of your UFC debut on International Fight Week on a main card pay-per-view, is it a blessing in disguise that you don't have to just dwell on this for weeks?
Actually, yes, it's a blessing in disguise because when I heard I was on a Contender, it was like way out, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still waiting. So you couldn't get any better than this, you know what I'm saying? 2 days notice. I mean, obviously I gotta do what I gotta do to, you know, be ready. But 2 days notice is nothing to me because I'm used to, like, pretty much my whole amateur career is built off short notice fight. And my last fight that I took in Orlando, it was a short notice fight. I took that fight the day of the weigh-in. So short notice fight don't really shake me, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's the opponent, and we're going to fight.
Kind of going off of that, the UFC tends to like fighters that take these quick turnaround, these short notice fights. Are you going to be one of those guys, or are you going to be?
Yeah, I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be that guy to step in every time they need me.
I'm curious, how much did you watch of Bo Nichols and his fight career and stuff?
I saw him on a Contender Series. I know he was, he wasn't on my radar until a couple of days ago. But I know he's a good wrestler, Division I, I guess state champion, undefeated in MMA, so am I. And he's just like another fighter like me. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to tussle with this guy.
Last one for me. On this same card, it's Robbie Lawler's last fight ever. So I'm curious, like, you obviously a fight fan. Do you have a favorite memory of Robbie's career, a favorite fight of his?
When I just started watching MMA, Robbie Lawler, he fought Nick Diaz. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. He fought. It was a bloody one. He fought, I think, Roy McDonald. Yeah, that was a bloody one. So, and then he won the welterweight championship. So I know who Robbie Lawler is. Yeah. So for him to go out like this and for me to be on a platform like this with him retiring, I mean, couldn't get me no better than that. You know, it's a dream come true.
Val, in the back over here. Question for you. To your right. talking about the magnitude of this fight, it's your UFC debut. It's it's in International Fight Week. You're opening for the pay-per-view. All these things amount and start to stack up against one another. In your mind and in your preparation through the journey from where you started to where you are now, what do you think has built you and got you ready and poised for this moment?
For my team, my coaches, from day one, my coach Julian always tell me, so when you get there, just be patient. When you get there, it's gonna be like everything gonna be going fast. So you just gotta take it in and then stay calm and then take it as you go and enjoy the moment. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's a lot, but I'm just taking it for what it is and enjoy the moment, and because this is my moment, I earned it, so I'm enjoying it and living to the fullest. But damn, I can't wait to Saturday night.
Speaking of that moment, elaborate a little bit more on the story of where you were when you got the call for the move up from the Contender Series and everything, and everything on that.
Honestly, I just got off a long day of work. I came home, cooked my dinner, sat down, popped the Corona. I'm about to sit down. Next you know, Lance is calling me. He's like, hey, where you weight at? I'm like, about 206, 211. He's like, well. There he goes. Do you want to, do you see an opportunity for you? Do you want to take it? It's against Bo Nickel. So I say, yeah, I'll take it. And he goes, confirm with your coach first. And then he was with it. So I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's run it. Next you know, a couple hours later, I was out here dropping away. And, because ever since, like I said, I haven't took a layoff. I've been training. I've been training consistently in camps. Not like as a fight camp, but like training, like keeping the body in shape, learning new things, taking classes and stuff like that. So I'm ready. I'm ready. Any more ready.
And talking a little bit about you being ready, I want you to talk about a little bit about your family. Like, what impact have they made along this journey and now being in this moment in the spotlight and everything happening so fast? Talk about their impact on you.
Basically, pretty much back in the days, my dad was a boxer. So, but he never really like made it like on the big scene. We used to like in the backyard is like a dirt spot, ropes around it, and then, I'm watching them going at it, I remember one time I never seen my dad took an ass whooping before, but I seen him took an ass whooping that day. He was just pouring water on his head. So I was like, damn, this is crazy. This man is crazy. So I really picked up on that as I go. I definitely got the drive from him and the aggression and the gladiator mentality. So that's why, I'm.
Val over here. You mentioned work. What do you do for work outside of fighting?
I used to work in a restaurant, but I quit that and opened my own landscaping company. So that's what I'm doing right now full time. So I can actually make my schedule to actually train and, put more time to my career. So that's what I do in the daytime. I go training, and when I get out of training, I go do landscaping, and I come home and do it every day, do it again.
And with the getting called up to the UFC, does that change things for you in terms of work? Are you going to still keep doing that?
Oh, no, that doesn't change anything for me. I have a crew back home taking care of everything. Being on this platform doesn't change anything. I still want to grow my business and, hire people in and, feed families and change life still. Ain't nothing changed. I'm just where I wanted to be. That's all.
And I saw a lot of fighters on social media kind of giving you a shout-out, like supporting you. I saw Ode Osborne, Chris Curtis. What does that mean to you to have so many other fighters kind of rooting for you this weekend? I
mean, those guys are like family. You know what I'm saying? I have a relationship with those family. I train with those guys, been in the same spot with those guys. So we have a relationship, and I feel like we have a good connection, and those guys are really supportive. Ever since I came to Vegas, they've been really supportive, and that's really a big because, coming out here, I'm saying, not from, this is not my hometown, so I'm just like out here. Pretty much I'm in the big old ocean right now, you know what I'm saying? So that's really good to get those support from those guys. It means a lot.
And just last one for me, I know you kind of talked a little bit about before, but you kind of feel like you're playing a bit with house money here. You get the call up, a lot of people counting you out. Bo's supposed to be this, phenom, and here you are looking to spoil the party. Talk a bit about that and just sort of the mentality going on.
I'm definitely going to be the bad apple Saturday night. I'm definitely going to be that guy. I'm known for that. Pretty much, I'm known for ruining this guy's careers. Not career, but records and stuff. I'm known for that. I'm known for the upset, and I love being the underdog because I thrive off of that. You know what I'm saying? after the fight, I want people come up to me, hey, you good job, you know what I'm saying? You did a good job, you know, we was counting you out, you came through, you know what I'm saying? You did your thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming out there to show them that I'm a dog. They will see.
Val, over here to your left in the back. On that same note, you know, just talking, I mean, plus 1,200 is about as big of an underdog as it gets in the UFC, man. Like, you know, how you feeling? Your first time up, stepping up, have the chance to play as big of a spoiler as it gets.
I mean, 12 plus 1,200 don't mean nothing. That's what they predict. The UFC fight is not script. It's about to be live, so we'll see.
Perfect. And then last question for you. In the gambling capital of the world, I got to ask you, you got a favorite roulette number or color?
Blue.
Over here, back here. How's it feel that, and by the way, because you mentioned that you took short notice fights throughout your career, is it because you've been in such a prominent division in the UFC with such a rich history with like the Anderson Silvas and the Chris Weidmans? Is that the reason why? Because you always have that talent in the back of your head that you're so comfortable saying, hey, yeah, my first fight, I'll take a Bo Nickel fight?
I would say not really, but I'm the type of guy, like, once I start something, I'm consistent with it. You know what I'm saying? So being an MMA fighter, my whole 6 years of fighting, I've always been ready. You know, I've always been ready. Like, you call me, like, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? My second amateur fight, I took a fight within, like, same thing, made weight, cut 20 pounds, you know, made weight and won that fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the mindset. It's all about what you want. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how hungry you are. It's all about how bad you want it. You know what I'm saying? And it all come down to, you know, excuses. I don't make excuses for myself. If I got to do it, I got to just do it, you know, and get it over with. So I feel like that's what makes me different.
In your first fight, you could potentially shock the world and derail the Bo
I'm gonna.
Nickel hype train and also have the most popular landscaping company in the world. I mean, you know,
I'm gonna.
win-win.
I'm going to shock the world.
Shock the world.
Yes, sir. I'm going to look him in his eyes after that. I'm going to say, hey, thanks for the opportunity, but I'm the better man today.
That's
You know what I'm saying? I wanted more than you.